This could all have been avoided if the rodent had relinquished his hidden cache of units.
How many times do I gotta tell you I ain't got no units?
At least 43. That's how many times I've had to deny being a shapeshifter before Drax moved on to something else.
Looks broken. Groot! Hey, buddy. I was just, checking to see if everything was okay. And it is. Okay.
I am Groot.
Too bad this translator's busted. I was hoping it might have Groot stored on it, or something.
I am Groot.
That way I could download it into my translator. I'd love to know what your thoughts are on stuff without, Rocket always filtering it.
I am Groot.
Actually, hold that thought. Yo, Rocket!
What?
Can you come here for a sec?
What do you want, Quill? I'm busy.
Think you can see if this translator has Groot's language on it?
It doesn't.
You didn't even check!
Don't need to. Cheap scud like that don't have rare language packages, and even if it did, it's beyond salvageable.
Really? Wait, do you have Groot's language package installed in your translation implant?
Do I look like I'm made of units? Only folks who got that language package are rich people.
So you actually speak Groot then?
You mean Talinisan? And yeah, I speak it, more or less. Me and Groot been bounty hunting together for a decade before you came along, Quill. When you've been working together that long, you develop a common understanding.
I am Groot.
You say misunderstandings, I say open to interpretation.
I am Groot.
They didn't go sour. We didn't need those jobs anyway.
So you guys learned to understand each other over time.
And with the help of a spreadsheet of Groot's lexicon, which ain't no easy feat when your entire language sounds like I am in Groot.
So there's hope for us yet.
I am Groot.
You know, I didn't always have a translation implant. I mean, I was failing Spanish before I left Earth, not that Spanish would have prepared me for all of this.
I am Groot.
Man, those first few years, do you know how hard it was to get by without having any idea what people were saying? Half of the languages out here sound like white noise, weird birds, and messed up theremins. I don't even want to know what Rocket actually sounds like. TV did not prepare me for the realities of living in space, let me tell you.
I am Groot.
Honestly, man, you're lucky you have Rocket. I mean, I know what it's like to be surrounded by people and have no one understand you, how lonely that can be. I'd have been lost. You must have been lost too, before Rocket and us.
I am Groot.
I probably don't say this enough, but you really are an important part of the team. I can't imagine the Gardeners of the Galaxy without Groot. And who knows? If this thing does have your language in it and Rocket can download it somehow or hack it or I don't know.
I am Groot.
It'd be nice to finally talk to you. For real. Glad we had this little chat.
I am Groot.
Awesome. Cool. I bet Corral would have found whatever we tried to hide anyways.
I thought you'd be thrilled to finally set foot on Seknarf 9, Drax, but you're awfully composed.
I am endeavoring to contain my enthusiasm. Our mission is of prime importance.
Really?
No, you are correct. I am very eager.
For the record, I still think selling the runt is a bad idea.
He is not a runt. You have seen him in combat. He is a vicious, cruel, bloodthirsty beast.
Ha! Now that's a tagline I can endorse.
Lady Hellbender will see the beast beyond your measly appearance.
Obviously she will. I say Musclehead's right for a change. I got an idea.
Hope that jacket of yours is waterproof.
Okay, here we go.
I ever mentioned how much I hate rain?
Hellbender's castle isn't even that far.
That is not a castle. It is an impregnable fortress.
So how do we impregnate it?
Ask Peter!
Let's just get closer. We'll figure it out on the way.
There is nothing to figure out. As beast merchants, we will easily gain access to Lady Hellbender.
Good. We've already got a beast. All that's left is the merchant part.
Good thing I put on my official merchant costume.
There is no such thing. Right? Ouch! Hey, is my jacket all right?
At least you got a jacket. Some of us are soaking here.
Whining, more walking.
Seriously walking through this. If we're ever in this storm.
Stop complaining. The hardship will strengthen your spirit.
We won't walk, we'll hike. It'll be fun. Woohoo! Team hiking trip.
That's just a fancy word for walking.
Come on, at least you won't be bored. We got this. Just don't fall and we'll be fine.
Agreed. You must face Lady Hellbender's rage head on.
Almost sounds like you want to get hit by lightning.
I would not expect a Chitauri trader to understand the underlying value
The underlying value of getting killed?
of being direct, you child of subterfuge.
What is your problem?
Lady Hellbender scoffs upon duplicity and dishonor. Your reputation is why she tests us.
Can we refocus here? We're here to trick some lady, not kill each other.
She's not just some lady. Lady Hellbender's a known warrior.
That was way too close.
Well played, Lady Hellbender.
So we're still doing this?
Behold! Lady Hellbender's domain.
Looks like a bunch of noodle bowls. Guys! Focus! Keep an eye out on those big blue ones and take cover when they hit. Or we'll get blown right off.
Good advice.
What happened to staying topside so we can keep tabs on the fortress?
Still seems perfectly reasonable.
This storm really ain't doing it for me, Quill.
It is no storm. It is her monstrous breath.
Yeah? Well, her breath ain't doing it for me either.
She doesn't even know we're here.
Can we at least agree this was the worst landing in history?
Okay, so maybe this wasn't my most perfect landing. Happy?
No.
Fuck! Okay, this might be more dangerous than I
I
thought.
thought you lived for danger.
Yeah, keyword live.
Any of you die, I'm going back to the ship.
Wind gusts!
Whoa! I ever mention how much I hate being wet?
Fuck, not again! That is a terrible suggestion!
Just keep moving!
It's like she's trying to hit us! You sure you never dated this woman, Reese?
Everyone okay?
We should have gone to Mako 4.
Hey, check out the old resistance ship. Thing's been shot to hell.
No doubt by this one and her Chitauri friends.
We weren't friends.
Guys,
I
Not sure. But it ain't moving now.
Be wary, Lou.
You know what? I survived freaking Half-World. Think I'm scared of some little... Ah!
It's not alone. Get ready.
I will enjoy this! What? I don't know. Don't eat him!
Punch it, Drax!
About time.
The gelatin is satisfying. Strike!
Take your word on that!
I was getting bored anyway.
Being fried by lightning wasn't exactly enough for you? Additional demons threaten our perimeter!
I thought you'd never ask.
The jelly is charging!
Charge! Pointing death coming your way!
I'm gonna get blood in my throat!
We've got bigger problems right now!
Can't hit the middle!
Hit some!
The outer rocket is only a distraction from its nucleus!
Yes, this is the local fauna!
Won't be the last thing that tries to kill us.
So that's what a monster around here looks like?
We are outside Lady Hellbender's sanctuary. Creatures here are not her pets.
You sorta do look like food.
We're gonna be food if we don't climb out of here.
Where the flark is she going?
There's a trail going through the jungle. Try to find a way up.
This husk should be easier to climb than the muddy terrain.
I ain't comfortable calling it a husk, seeing as we're about to climb it.
Having fun?
Didn't think I'd ever be shooting at a resistance ship. Drax, you could pull this reactor out gently, right?
If it were combustible, the rodent would have shot it by now.
He makes an excellent point.
Now I continue ripping it apart.
No! I think we're good.
Great, we made it halfway up. Now what?
Maybe if we could lower that wing somehow.
I'm going to scout ahead. Try not to kill yourselves on the way up.
Drax, you ever seen one of those?
I suggest smashing this electronic device until...
No! Keep your grubby paws off of it. I'll take care of it.
Flark.
That don't sound like no jelly thing.
They say that Lady Hellbender's call echoes throughout the planet.
That don't sound like no lady either.
careful! Looks like something big moved through here.
Yay!
If you see anything with claws the size of Drax, let me know.
I thought we already had our monster. What's she tracking this thing for? For sport.
Nothing wrong with a little sport. A girl has to keep busy.
You were looking for trouble, assassin. I am eager to experience Lady Hellbender's legendary menagerie.
Yeah, I bet you are.
What's the weirdest monster you guys have seen?
I once saw a brood transformed Regalian wearing a Clintar parasite.
You could fit a lot of teeth into a head that big.
No idea.
Ooh, mysterious.
Found something, Quill?
Yeah, some kind of cave. Maybe it's got hidden treasure. Please don't let there be a space baron here. And hello, mystery goo. Monster eggs. Yay. Okay, so note to self. If it looks like a monster cave and smells like a monster cave, and you're on a monster planet... No, just trying to stay ready. Ow! Fuck!
Did I miss it? What are we shooting?
Just some jelly dudes. I took care of it.
Fun, Scott! I knew I should have
Wait,
come down.
so where are you? Nice! Hidden passage!
I ain't far, Quill. Scream really loud if you find another blob creature.
No, I will!
Are you two coming?
Yeah, just a sec. We're having a moment.
A moment? You done exploring, Quill? Cause, I really need to talk to you. There's something, personal I need to get off my chest.
All right, man, what's up?
Look, there's no easy way to say this, so I'll just say it. I think I'm dying, Quill. Even with all these frickin' augmentations and shut knows what else, I need to know that you'll take care of Groot for me.
I had no idea, man. Does Groot know?
No, and, you can't tell him. It'll destroy him. If the day comes that just promise me you'll take care of Groot.
I promise.
And,
Are you...
and that,
Are you messing with me?
you know, say you'll bury me in the Milano. Oh, I can't believe your face. It was like, I can't even describe your freaking face.
Come on, the sooner we get the Lady Hellbender, the sooner we can focus on paying that stupid fine.
Easy for you to say. You ain't the one getting auctioned out.
You sure you want to get lost out here?
Peter Quill, I have found the way forward.
You sure, Drax?
No,
Good enough.
where did you learn this clairvoyance, assassin?
Huh? You never learned to track?
Tathians do not chase our prey. Lure them and await the perfect moment to strike.
That can take a while.
This is further proof that we are not global here.
If we turn back every time we ain't wanted, we never go anywhere.
Can you get us through here, Gamora?
Whatever it takes to find Hellbender. We'll need need to find a way out of this jungle.
Why? It's dry down here.
Wouldn't you rather be wet than lost?
Not particularly.
The depressions are deep. This thing has got to weigh more than all of us put together.
Even with Groot?
Okay, maybe excluding Groot. What about you, Drax? Worst monster?
Oh, no. No. He's just gonna say the Ronin. Don't give him the pleasure.
I was not going to say that.
Okay. Fine. Go.
I was deep in the jungle of an impossibly hostile planet. At the end of a bridge, I found this small, hairy, weasel-shaped abomination.
Scutthole! Dead end. That's just great.
Wait, is that Shatari tech over there?
Ask the Chitauri.
No, it is. It's a retractable bridge. They used them at the prison I was in.
Too bad the controls are on the other side of the giant chasm.
What are you...
do not have time to dawdle in this jungle. I shall hurl the creature over the chasm so he may activate the bridge.
I may activate a hole through your face! Put me down!
It'll be fine. Just curl up in a ball.
What?
Drax, roll.
No,
I guess that only applies to cats.
you sons of sharks! Scut-busting ass!
I am not familiar with these words.
Filthy grunt scum! But
I think he's making them up. He's really pissed.
You can rot, you free-bagging flarkhole!
At least he's not shooting at us. He missed on purpose, right?
Order the beast to do its job.
Rocket, come on, man.
Cram it, dash face!
Fix the bridge and we'll raise your cut by 5%.
I want 10!
Okay, deal. We'll take it out of Groot's cut. He doesn't understand money anyway.
Shooting your way out of every problem again, Peter?
Trying to.
Peter! We don't have all day!
I can't even tell what time it is with this dash storm.
The ground has the musky smell of afternoon.
I do not smell this. Big one. Hey, Stormlord! We're catching our deaths over here!
Just a little rain rocket.
What the flark are you doing?
I found a cave.
Stop spelunking and cross the stuck-flying bridge! Yeah, fine. I just got hopped over a attacking cliff!
Better than down it.
I ain't some builder tool you could just throw into or over a hole anytime something needs fixing.
Hey, I found more ruins down here.
Flarkin' amazing. Want to start a crab stacking museum? Why don't you come over and check out this stunning Chitauri bridge I opened for you, since you like it so dastin' much.
Drax, think you can topple this?
Indeed.
What's Chitauri tech doing on a backwater mudfall like this?
I may have angered them.
Them?
We're being hunted.
Great! That's just great!
Eyes up, people.
Incoming!
Never... Watch the stingers!
Only thing worse than a bug is a flying one.
The final kill goes to me! You can fly these beasts straight to Lady Hellbender!
Drax, I'm not calling you bad, but
these inferior creatures. I yearn for a monster.
Yeah, I'm feeling all turned around as well. Where the flark are we?
Just look around. There must be a path here somewhere.
Why are we so sure this is the way?
The statues here didn't walk into place. They were carried.
Surprise, surprise. Another statue.
I'll take weird statues over weird monsters any day. All right, Gamora. Pretty sure it's this way.
50 units says it ain't.
He doesn't have...
No way are we almost there. Still got like half a planet to walk across.
Lady Hellbender could cross this jungle in 7 strides.
Sure she could.
Or she would have flown over the mountains.
Oh, she flies now.
She possesses flying creatures.
Drax, some of your Lady Hellbender tidbits are questionable.
You could say that again.
Gamora, mind cutting us a path?
They say that Lady Hellbender feels it every time you cut a piece of her jungle.
An old Nova bomber. I haven't seen one of these since the war. I remember it used to take a dozen ships to bring one down.
12 ships, or 1 Chitauri infiltrator.
I'll take that one as a compliment.
Still no sign of the fortress?
Nope.
Now what's the hold?
Fear.
No. Just thinking someone else should cross the death pit first. Me and Groot are the merchandise.
Only one of you is the merchandise.
Plan A and Plan B, okay?
Anyone else feeling ready to move on?
Groot's no.
We'll be fine. Just don't look down.
No fucking way.
Just go.
No, you just go.
Go!
Don't leaders usually cross first?
Not if it's dangerous. Because I need to cover everyone.
Right.
See, it's fine. Perfectly safe.
Fine.
Do not even think of pushing the assassin.
There are so many better ways to kill someone.
Easy does it.
Groot says there's something down there.
Monster.
It doesn't matter.
Of course it matters.
It's unstable either way. Just move. Oh,
Yup, definitely saw the kind.
Nice catch.
You're welcome. Don't get used to it.
Peter Quill, we are not alone here.
I got it.
Guys, anyone know what that is?
Monster.
That tail means business!
It is the business of murder.
I'm on it!
the beast, that I may slice into its soft belly! Rip him up, Drac! Let loose! No mercy!
Feel this? We've got the numbers!
One is the only number I require. Beware the Aztec posterior!
You got it!
Cowardly beast! Finish the battle!
Aw, Stumpy's running away.
That its tail between its legs. I say we go after it. Finish the job.
Anyone ever tell you you're scary?
Yes.
I mean, there's obviously a way out up there, which is exactly what we need. Plus, it'll give us eyes on where we need to go.
It is settled. Let's scale this down contraption.
Yeah, okay. How do we do that?
Good question.
Starting to wonder if I should be the one with a fancy visor.
I wouldn't trust a thing you said.
We agreed for once. I too would confirm Peter Quill's incompetence to probe his lies. Perhaps your magical mask can relieve us of this senseless searching, Peter Quill.
Will you stop calling it that?
Gotta say, I get some sick satisfaction from seeing this thing buried in the ground. Hey, Quill, mind giving the old girl a scan?
I agree. Maybe part of the ship's still functional.
Gamora, how high up this thing can you climb?
Let's find out.
Are you relishing this moment, assassin?
What moment?
Visiting the grave of your enemies.
Nova Corps weren't my enemies, Drax. They were my father's enemies.
You think any bodies are still in there? See anything useful up there?
First a down resistance ship, now a Nova Corps one.
I got eyes on this gunked up reactor. A couple of shots should bring it down. The reactor thing there is pretty loose.
And pretty gunked up.
All right. Pretty sure that baby's our ticket upward. Somehow.
It is neither a baby nor a ticket. It is a reactor.
Drax, moving that thing around ain't a problem, right?
It is not. Just like the mighty Lady Hellbender, I am exceptionally muscular. This unit is tremendously heavy.
I thought you were exceptionally muscular.
Yes! That is why I can easily carry this great weight.
Do you even know where to put it?
I have merely followed our leader's directions.
What do you think made this place worth fighting over?
Maybe it wasn't. Maybe the ships we've seen just got taken down by the storms.
You think this place was like a secret base?
Could be. Middle of nowhere, inhospitable surface, storms provide cover from detection. Maybe refugees fled here.
I think I'd rather have been in the war.
I see.
Don't take too long. We got a castle to get to.
No giant monster. All good. Here goes nothing. Woo! That was fun.
Did he perish?
Hey, Quill, you dead?
No! Wow! I'm alive!
Are you in need of assistance, Peter Quill?
It's all right. I'll figure it out.
Hey, you think he's stuck?
Perhaps.
Oh, come on. Hey, Gamora, could you pull me over? What if you wedge your sword in the crack? Ooh, right here. Wedge it in.
All right. Is this good?
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah, any sign of the giant thing in the ravine?
Oh, yeah. We made a deal. He can eat Groot first. Just messing with you, bud.
Can we get to the top of the ship now?
Looks like there's one of those vintage workbench things back here.
Wouldn't surprise me. Maybe someone was trying to fix up the old bomber.
Okay, Rocket, let's see if this thing still works.
Yeah, all right. Just better not get jumped by any monsters. On it, and finish. It's all yours. And voila!
So, where are we?
Waiting for you so that we can scale this contraption.
Ah, right.
If that bomber's full of old dead Nova, maybe we should, you know, lighten their pockets?
Looks like a few cables are all that's standing between the wing and a makeshift bridge. What's that I hear? The wing cables calling down to us? They want a date with your sword, Gamora.
Really? I can cut those cables. I just need a way up.
You want some more stuff for me, Drax? Right there's
Are we
good.
sure we want to go back up? I'm getting used to not being completely soaked.
Perhaps the storm will have abated.
At the rate we're moving,
Gamora, you want to try something?
Next, Peter Quill.
this brings back memories.
Impressive.
See? That was easy. Great teamwork, everyone. I helped in spirit.
All right. Slippery wind-pummeled treetops, here we come.
You know, I really admire our team's commitment to safety.
One thing is clear. We would never have accomplished this task without the assassin.
Did Drax just praise Gamora?
I am giving credit where credit is due.
Took you long enough. We all know Gamora's super cool and super valuable.
And she has not yet tried to kill us.
How come you never give me credit for anything?
Like he said, he gives credit where credit is due.
Man, never realized Seknarf was such a hotspot for the war.
There it is! Lady Hellbender's fortress!
It's gotten bigger, that's for sure.
Ha! It is not getting bigger. We are getting closer.
Thanks, Drax.
What's Captain Distracted up to now? If he calls us over, I'm done. Whoa, 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 guys! There's this totally sweet pile of crap on the ground. So interesting. Let's all stick our fingers in it.
I can hear you downwind.
Looks like there's a way down here.
Quill, you gotta see this ship.
Behold Lady Hellbender's wrath.
Okay, here we go. Slimy. Guys? You might want to wait to come down here.
Oh, why the Flarkus is so deep?
In a jam, boys?
You think?
Son of a schmack. Reach!
The sword will not work, woman. Find us a rope.
Yeah, and fast.
Where am I supposed to find a rope?
I don't know, I'm sinking in jelly here.
Quill, do something!
Like what?
Flark, Flark.
Quill!
Slimy. Guys? You might want to wait to come down here.
Oh, why the Flarkus is so deep?
In a jam, boys?
You think?
Son of a schmack. Reach!
Sword will not work, woman. Find us a rope.
Yeah, and fast.
Where am I supposed to find a rope?
I don't know, I'm sinking in jelly here.
Quill, do something!
Like what?
Flark, Flark.
Quill,
What did you just do?
Sorcery. So cold.
Rocket! Somebody get him out of there!
Mind telling us what happened?
I don't know, my blasters, I've only done that once before when I was a kid. I don't do it on purpose.
Classic Spartoid tech. Just when you think you've seen it all, you pull scut like this. Just,
Leave the
let me,
guns
s-
alone!
let me, Quill, I just want to see how they tick. Otherwise, it might as well be magic.
Or sorcery.
Guys,
I ain't going to realize some kind of morphing animal.
Or sorcery.
here we go again.
Instant ice cube! That's fun!
we're so happy for you and your guns, Quill.
gonna need to get up there.
I'm thinking we can climb up and over.
Ding, ding, ding! Give that man a gold star.
Let's figure out how to make it climbable.
Stars are made of hydrogen, not gold. The planetary.
All you, Drax.
No.
Hey, Gamora, can you dig out that cannon?
If you want to wait a few rotations.
I shall extract the cannon. It is more stubborn than expected.
I did it!
Impressive, Peter Quill.
Now we gotta get the next one out. Drax, can you drag out that higher cannon?
Impossible. It is too far from the ground.
Groot, any way you can bring that one down with vines or something?
I am Groot.
He says his vines ain't strong enough to move them things.
Gamora, can you reach that cannon?
I can, but I won't be able to get it out if that's what you want.
Rocket, I need you to squeeze inside that little hole and try to knock the gun loose from the inside.
Hello? Chitauri ship full of booby traps and death mechanisms?
But you love both those things.
You're right, I do. And I always wanted to see the inside of one of these bug bombers. Fine. Oh, what reeks in here? That's... Oh, Scott. Ah!
You okay in there, Rocket?
I found the crew. I guess not even the worms want to eat dead Chitauri meat.
Rocket.
Relax. Just gonna reroute the little bit of remaining power to the cannon and... nothing. You know what? Clark it! I'm blowing it up!
What? Hang on! Put all the booby traps in.
Ha! Look at it go! You must have jump-started the thing.
Rocket, you okay?
Yeah! And dry now, too!
Gamora, can you clear us a path through that junk?
Yes, Peter Quill. Onward to the palace of the great giantess.
Oh, so she's a giantess now.
It is said that Lady Hellbender stands 50 heads tall.
Doesn't tell you much. Depends whose head. Ever met a Regalian?
Yes, their heads are ridiculous.
Oh, man. Another murder tentacle.
Careful. It might be playing dead. That is not a happy monster.
Well, at least it left.
Back to its broodmother, Lady Hellbender.
Oh,
Yeah, I doubt it, Drax.
fortress is this way, Peter Quill.
I know, I'm just doing some exploring.
Ain't we done enough of that already?
I'm pretty sure exploring is code. It means he went the wrong way, but is too stubborn to admit it.
In that case, Quill's the greatest explorer I ever met.
Everything okay, Peter?
Yeah, just, turning water into ice.
Go off.
I think I can see my house from here.
What are you doing up there?
Scout type stuff. Scouting. Looks like we, need to keep going towards the fortress and not away from it.
Excellent work, Peter.
We'll take your word for it, bud.
Take his word for what?
I'm glad we know where we're going, but this road's got more holes than a Disradian tree.
Hey, you think they look like a bunch of tiny rockets trying to get out of the rain? Come on. Why is the bridge always on the wrong side?
I could
Touch
throw.
me again, and I paint these cliffs green.
Okay, okay. No throwing and no shooting. There's got to be another way across. We'll just look around.
Lady Hellbender.
Let me guess. He would have laid over the ravine and let us walk across on her back.
I was going to explain that she would have thrown the woodland creature without hesitation. But your speculation is also conceivable.
Guys, I've got something here. It's deep. This looks promising.
There's little room to maneuver if something should attack.
We're not gonna be here long.
Anybody see a way through?
We'll make one if we have to.
Anybody else smell that? It really stinks back here.
Yep. Definitely something gross behind here. Drax, can you chuck that through the stink wall?
I fear I will regret this. That is disturbingly fragrant. After you. I am clenching every orifice right now.
Okay, that's kind of weird. Hello? Anybody? Okay, that got my blood pumping.
Why would Lady Hellbender cage this creature?
Because it's annoying as Scud.
Perhaps it is food.
That thing's food?
Yes, monster food.
I wonder what it tastes like.
Peter,
Why would it taste like
I
that?
can use this.
You know, we really
Monster
gotta work
food.
on your taste
The
buds.
cage.
You get it?
We need the cage.
Taste
We go into that
buds.
fortress with our monster peacefully walking beside us. We'll be laughed right out of the room.
Any bites?
Why are you
Petting
whispering?
it? Don't pet the tentacle thing.
Gamorn thinks we can sell our monster act better if we have a
It's
proper
covered in
cage.
teeth is why.
Only problem is there's a
Stop
pissed
looking
off
at me that
monster
way.
inside.
That thing's got bigger
Release
ones
the
than
beast.
mine.
Let me dispose of it.
Because that worked so well for you last time.
We need a better plan of attack.
Yes. Ideally, one that guarantees my safety as leader.
Stumpy's back!
Let's see those pounds, Brad! There's your chance, Gamora!
Like a hot knob, Peter! Can your eyes get through that hide?
Let's see more disasters!
Dark Fortress will break!
Space cat with an ice town? Scary!
The beast is not so fearsome without its tail! Take me! Its weakness is exposed! Oh, come to me, beast!
You are coming with me.
We better hurry.
First rain, then jelly, then slimy, stinky crawl spaces, and now all these monsters. I hate this flarking planet!
You hate everything, Rocket.
True, but especially the stinky slime tunnel part.
Hey, we're a team. If we're gonna smell like butt, we're gonna smell like butt together.
That is most eloquent, Peter Quill. I will smell like butt with you.
Yeah, really great speech.
So, what do we do if all don't go well with Lady H? We gonna fight a monster queen?
She would be a formidable adversary indeed.
Lady Hellbender isn't her adversary. If all goes well, she's gonna be our business partner.
And if all don't go well?
Then we'll know we should have sold Groot instead.
Group, give me a bridge here. The fortress is right on the other side of those cliffs.
Pretty sure it's this way, but I don't see an easy way to get up there.
Easy is rarely worth the effort.
For you, maybe. I love you. So, when are the rest of us gonna get jet boots?
It takes years of special training to operate these things.
You had years of jet boot lessons.
No, but the guy I took them off of did.
You stole them.
He was dead. Flew into a ceiling fan. Deep freeze.
Whoa! Can I try ice cubing something?
Nope.
Man, you're such a gas flat!
With the Monster Queen. How much are we asking for our monster?
395 million units, give or take 2. One for every precious hair follicle on this flawless planet.
You have counted them. It's bizarre.
Hey, at least I have some to count.
Whoa, that is definitely in my top 10 fortresses.
You said that quarantine zone monster was supposed to be rare.
She already has a whole herd of them?
So we wasted our time. Almost got killed for nothing.
And got arrested. That was fun.
It was moderately amusing.
Now we've got a ticking time bomb on the ship, and we owe money to the cops. All because of one lousy source.
Guys, every misstep was just a step in the right direction towards completing our best plan yet.
Say that again?
What if we brought one of those ugly suckers all the way here only to find out Lady H already had a full set?
That would have sucked big time.
Exactly. If we even got that
Let's just get this done. You can't be serious.
Okay. It's farther than it looked. Much farther.
It's a Flarkin infinity bridge is what it is.
You're being dramatic, Rodent. Bridge ends at the fortress, therefore it is not infinite.
Yeah, that's super comforting. Guess we gotta go. 3 cycles.
Peter?
Aren't you forgetting something?
Oh, right. Cage.
The point of even getting the Flarkin thing was looking like you mean business.
All right, Rocket. Time to put on your monster face.
I only got one face, Quill.
Are you sure about this, Peter? Look at him. You better have one hell of a sales pitch.
Remind me again. How many missions have we been on so far?
13?
14, if you count Contraxia.
Contraxia was not a mission. It was a mistake.
All right. Point is I was able to sell you, Gamora, daughter of Thanos, intergalactic assassin, as a hero. 14 times.
Fine.
I think he's made his point.
Drac. Gamora, can you help me with
No.
this? What? Why?
To guarantee your safety as our leader.
Oh, come on.
She's got you there, Quill. Now shut up and start pulling. Will you stop worrying so much? You're gonna start growing knots again.
Okay, here we go. Okay, whoa, a little bit close. Though when I was a kid, I guess this sort of counts.
I'm sure it's real pretty, but can we not draw its attention while I'm stuck in a Flarkin cage, please?
Does anybody have like a campfire song or something we could sing to kill the time? Ooh, I know one. It's called...
Please stop.
All right, yeah. Okay. Wait, is Please Stop the name of your song?
No.
Okay. So, how long before someone else wants to pull this thing?
We are 60 clicks from the fortress.
I'd say closer to 75.
There is only one way to know for sure. 0.1 clicks. 0.2 clicks.
0.9, 2.1,
0.3 clicks.
4.5.
0.4 clicks. 0.5 clicks. 0.6 clicks.
For the love of Flark, stop counting clicks.
We could take turns extolling the virtues of Monster Queen.
Quietly.
Boy? When are you gonna hear me? Right. Star-Lord. Who's the guy with the scary eyes? If you don't hurry, I'm gonna eat that whole cake myself.
"13 whole years. Look at you. Where does time go?"
I'll be up in a sec, promise.
Right.
I believe I caught this. That maiden show was awesome.
Mama, she said, son, you'll always be on the road. Your daddy was a man people wanted dead.
Be warm enough to spend the night in the yard soon. I love falling asleep looking at the stars, wondering what might be out there. Mom says Grandpa used to play this a lot when she was a kid, but it's been busted ever since I can remember.
Tonight we ride straight into the fire.
Andy says you can get a brain parasite if you share a toothbrush. Imagine that. Something growing inside of you, is slowly taking over.
To go from zero to hero. A man on the run, he's a ghost, he is no one. The thunder when it comes will bring with it many guns. Gypsy woman said, she said, boy, your time grows near. You can't run forever, gotta stand and face your fear. If push comes to shove, we'll bring hell down
so
from
cool.
above. Tonight we ride straight into the fire. Are you ready to go, go, go? We'll make our stand. Don't give a damn.
Well, 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 look who decided to finally come up.
Where's my cake?
I warned you.
No, you didn't.
I am so full.
Mom.
Okay, sit your butt down, Slowpoke. Don't worry, I'm not gonna sing.
I like your singing.
Well, you might be the only one. Go on, make a wish. You're officially a teenager. Look at all those girlfriends. Someone's gonna be really popular at school.
Mom.
What? You are very handsome. I'm sure all the girls are gonna be falling all over.
Mom.
What did you wish for?
Why would I wish for anything? I've got everything I want.
Oh, what huge favor are you about to ask me?
Just $10. Dan, Andy, and I want to go see Night of the Cosmos at the Rio tonight.
A movie? Tonight?
Come on. It's gonna be sick. It's about these zombies that invade Earth, and then it's up to these kids that have to blow them away.
I don't think I'd want you to see that, Peter. I let you watch the hockey mask one and you were sleeping in my bed the next 3 nights.
That was ages ago. And this one isn't even that bad. It's PG-13. And I'm 13.
Exactly. PG-13 may contain violence and nudity.
Mild nudity, like butts and stuff.
You're not helping your case. No, I wanted us to have some us time tonight, you know? Maybe finish our game. You can't duck out right when I'm about to win.
We can still do all that stuff. Or some of it. Tomorrow. You're always telling me to get out of the house more.
A movie theater does not count as out of the house, and you know it.
Pretty please?
I don't know. Truck's still in the shop, and I don't want you walking alone in the dark. There's been a lot of weirdos out there. It's not safe.
I'll be careful, Ma. I always am.
Were you careful when you got that black eye?
I told you
I
was-
know! You were standing up for someone, which is a good thing. But you cannot go punching your way out of every problem, Peter.
I couldn't just stand there.
No, of course not. Okay, get me my purse. Not so fast. Before you go, there's something I want to talk to you about, something I want to give you.
$20?
Don't push it. Think of it as a long overdue gift from your father. It's upstairs on my bed. Go on and get it while I finish up in the kitchen. And we can open it together.
The cake looks super professional. You sure you didn't buy it?
Save the flattery, Peter. Leave that alone. I love it. And look, it even has your little handprint on it.
Boring.
The longer you wait to get that gift,
Gotta remember to
At last!
Huh?
We have arrived at the Monster Queen's fortress.
At its entrance, anyway. So, as I was saying, I can handle a little solo extraction.
No offense, but you ain't exactly invested in my safe return. My skin, my plan.
Your call, Peter.
The Clark it is. I'm the one in the box, lady.
Peter Quill is our leader. The burden of your possible death falls on his shoulders.
Fully on board with Rocket's plan that I was totally paying attention to.
See? Even Captain Space Cadet don't trust. Your gymnastics.
Wait, what about gymnastics?
I just think we shouldn't be relying on a piece of tech you won't even be around to use.
It ain't neutrino splicing, it's a tracker. Even you mouth breathers can figure it out.
A tracker on you so we can steal you back. Great idea, Rocket. Let's do this.
Guess we're going to find out. Name?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Never heard of you. I'm Groot.
Bonafide monster sellers.
Today, anyway.
What's in the box?
A monstrous abomination from Halfworld and the meanest SOB in the quadrant.
Pass?
Shit.
I mean,
Things puny.
It is a hell beast, the namesake of your mistress. It would be wise to reconsider.
All right, get going before I change my mind. And if the lady don't like it, I'll be carting out what's left of you in that box.
Hellbeast?
It is an accurate moniker. The little beast has a hellish demeanor.
I like it.
Not exactly an easy way out if this all goes to hell.
It's gonna go great. We got a killer monster and a solid plan.
I would show more caution, Peter Quill. If Lady Hellbender realizes our deceit, her vengeance will be swift.
What? Supposed to be scared just because she's got hell in her name? She runs a glorified zoo.
That's no zoo.
The Monster Queen has a monster army.
Any chance they're the zookeepers? With guns?
I have never seen Orthos tamed. But I have seen one trample a man to pulp.
It's fine. Worst comes to worst, we hightail it for the Milano.
Your genius plan is run away?
Backup plan? Which we're not gonna need, but yeah. It's not like she can chase after us with her old monster mash. Oh, come on.
Why did we not simply dock here and avoid the planet's inhospitable surface?
Because Quill flies like a one-eyed Badoon.
We needed time to iron out the plan. Now it's foolproof.
Lady Hellbender is no fool.
When her monster goes missing, she'll assume it was us.
Assume yes, but not no. Not chases across the galaxy level of no, at least.
Wow! Look at this place! I'm in the wrong line of work.
It is appropriately impressive for a warrior of Lady Hellbender's stature.
Someday, that's gonna be ours.
Ha! Not yours.
Come over near the cave and say that again.
Focus, guys. Time to get those game faces on.
He means you gotta sell the illusion, too.
Exactly.
Kaleran skull. That is truly a priceless trophy. Oh,
Explains the vault.
Priceless? Vault? Screw the sneaking around. Let's pull off a good, honest heist.
No!
Follow me and pay attention. You will not approach Lady Hellbender's throne. If she chooses to approach you, you will remain still. No erratic movements. Mistress is not known for her patience. If you keep her waiting, her offer will be significantly lower.
Let's go, Peter.
I am humbled by my king's competence.
Spare me your empty attitude.
Apologies, my queen. I meant no offense.
I know what you meant. Do not blame me for your food. You are not the first to claim they have captured a Tara Tara.
You doubt its authenticity?
If it is what you say it is, prove it. Or suffer the consequence of every other would-be con artist.
I assure you,
I said,
milady.
Release it.
We got this.
Bring in the next seller and transfer 10,000 units to that last one's next of kin. Speak.
Hey there, I'm Star-Lord. Okay.
Drax the Destroyer. The undoing of the Mad Titan in the flesh. And such flesh. Your presence honors me.
You are much smaller than I expected.
Oh? And what were you expecting? Perhaps I can do something about it.
Unlikely.
We'll see, Destroyer. I can be quite forceful.
Peter Quill. I believe she is flirting with me.
Just play along, man. Flatter her or something. You got this.
It's for the best. Your negotiation skills are terrible. Lady Hellbender, I can see by the size of your weapon that you must be a skillful warrior.
Perhaps I can give you a demonstration sometime.
You would make an acceptable opponent.
Tell me, Destroyer, what brings you to Seknarf 9?
Peter Quill, show her the creature.
It's about flarkin' time!
What is it?
It has a name, lady!
And it talks adorable.
Quill, make it stop.
When will it reach its big size?
Yeah, I wouldn't pet him like that again unless you want to lose a finger. He bites hard.
I admire a creature with some spirit. What would you call it?
It is a hell beast.
It doesn't look like much. If I didn't know any better, I'd think it was a woodland creature.
True, but do we mention it's one of a kind? Just look deep into those angry raccoon eyes.
I ain't a freaking raccoon!
And you'll see that there's a monster in there. Big, scary, trigger happy monster.
And what would you like for the hell beast?
20,000 units.
$20,000.
And not a penny less.
Okay, are you interested or not?
I think that I purchase monsters, not food. I wouldn't even feed this to my dweller.
What? Food? Can food do this? What are you doing? Plan B, Quill!
Guys, less talking, more escaping!
Who's the monster now?
Nothing about this is
We can
luck.
bicker later. We need to keep moving.
Where are my drones? I want the Guardians incinerated.
What is that? She's cheating.
Die, bloating death pod! It ain't dying, Quill. Try something else. Clark! That thing's coming in hot. We gotta cool its jets.
We still need a way through.
Well, stop wasting time!
Everyone look for a way out.
We need to get off this thing.
Go. Let's try and get out of here in one piece.
We ain't done yet.
Excuse me?
I came here for you. Units, and I ain't leaving without them. Yup, we're gonna clean out that vault we saw on the way out.
You can't be serious. Even Peter's not that suicidal.
You wanna cut and run, or do you wanna get paid? You wanna cut and run, or do you wanna get paid?
I want to make it out of here alive.
We don't have time to argue. Hellbender's goons are gonna be here any second.
Quill's right. Shut your traps and follow me.
Not what I'm saying. Let's just find the big elevator we came in on and get the hell out.
No wonder we're always poor. You saps don't know how to take what's yours.
I'm telling you, we can still come out on top of this thing.
We'll be lucky if we don't end up on top of a spike.
It is more likely that Lady Hellbender would feed us to one of her monsters.
Thanks, Drax. Something to look forward to.
Company!
About time!
Maybe these guys will lead us to the elevator!
They do not seem agreeable, Peter Quill! Perhaps Novacore will accept the rodent as a down payment.
Let's just worry about getting out of here!
Nice work, Peter!
Yeah! Tell him, Quill!
Man, she's got no shortage of hired guns!
I got grenades enough for all of them!
The ill-tempered beast has spoiled our plans!
It is a hell beast!
This must be what it's like to be a rock star!
I'm telling you, I'm famously deadly!
The big elevator shaft will be hard to miss. Punch it, Drax! Maybe these guys will lead us to the elevator!
They do not seem agreeable, Peter Quill!
Lob it at him, big guy!
So he's pissed off! He ain't the first!
You will compensate our loss, rodent!
Oh, sure! Just sell me up the river!
It is beyond question. Lady Hellbender is flirting with me. That's a wrap!
Real smooth plan so far.
Hey, at least I'm pulling my weight.
There's not much weight to pull.
Joke all you want, but without me, you wouldn't be able to get through this door.
Without you, we wouldn't be in front of this door.
Sure, it could have gone smoother. Could have gone worse, too. Remember the Arago job? We managed to shoot our way out of that one, too, didn't we? And swipe that...
You see? Vault's right there. We smash and grab, then like Quill said, out the way we came.
5,000 units to the Hellraiser who kills these so-called Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay, people, let's do this. One catastrophe at a time. This is really your plan, Rocket?
Forethought is not the rodent's strength. Lady Hellbender should face us herself.
How about if no one faces us?
This vault better be the mother of all payloads!
I'd settle for our lives and enough to pay the fine!
Rise! Honor! Lady Hellbender proved an apt negotiator.
She's no pushover, that's for sure! This could be our chance to get out of here!
We ain't leaving till we get paid!
Lady Hellbender should face us herself.
Laura, put him down!
You just want another shot at flirting with her!
What is next, Peter Quill?
Find them and kill them! I want their head!
They will fly.
This is really your plan, Rocket?
Just you wait and see!
Crosses me!
Move away, Rocket! Watch those elevators!
Look, those things are dirty!
We should keep moving.
We are moving.
Well, we should be doing it faster.
Mark! Way too close!
Follow them!
Ah! Fight, cowards!
collide, it'll blow a nice hole in the wall.
Nice! Now what?
Now we come up with an amazing escape plan.
You're the one with the X-ray specs.
We're about to get minced. Do something! Scan the room, Quill!
Slow those things down, Peter.
The floor's weaker here, and it looks like there's a tunnel or something below us. Can you carve us a hole, Gamora?
Flattered, but no chance.
This has got Destroyer written all over it.
I shall reduce it to rubble.
You expect us to crawl through a sewer? I ain't getting wet again!
I don't want to hear one word out of you.
You all got a real funny way of saying thanks.
Gratitude is not my current sentiment.
All right, nobody's perfect. Some of us served a Mad Titan, and some went a little nuts hunting him down.
And some of us don't appreciate being called food.
You said you were unworthy of being food.
Enough! We all make mistakes.
The mistake was relying on him in the first place. I told you we should have gone with Groot.
Groot ain't some piece of lumber you could hawk. Though I'm sure you got plenty experience trafficking lives.
Watch your tongue or I'll cut it out.
Oh, I'm shaking, lady. You bring a knife to a gunfight. Groot says you can all go sit on a hot poker. Fine, fine. You're all against me. But by the end, you'll be lining up to kiss my hairy paws.
This was not how I envisioned my first encounter with Hellbender.
This way.
Everybody, quiet!
Come on. What got them off at the vault?
Perfect. Does not seem perfect.
Just another by-the-numbers plan for the Guardians of the Galaxy.
What we should have done is sold Drax. Hellbender was practically begging to buy a night with the big galoot.
My gift is not for sale. The house pest still owes us 12,000 units.
12? How'd you get 12?
As a measurement of my growing frustration.
Well, take a deep breath, cause we're here. One vault as promised.
And a giant locked door.
Leave that to me.
Heads up! Ambush!
Yeah! We're ambushing them!
You struggle in vain! This reminds me of the Sakaran battle arena.
Whatever you gotta tell yourself! Keep your breathing room, Groot!
I am adding 50 units to your debt product.
Let's not count our chickens just yet! I can't believe we actually made it!
I never had a doubt.
I'm ready! Just find me an opening! I'll enjoy this!
Drax, toss it!
Now's the time to strike!
Let's make him feel it!
End this now!
I fucking told you people! I knew what I was doing!
You were not sufficiently convincing.
Brutify him, Groot!
This reminds me of the Sakaran battle arena.
I'd rather be there right now!
Peace out, Hellwuss! Put your lights out!
Hell has...
I can't believe we actually made it!
Getting here is the easy part!
Hold fast!
This is exactly why we should have gone with Groot!
Would you listen to this one? He's stuck on repeat!
Run him through! Rocket! Do your thing! Maybe we can salvage this mission after all!
That door's still real close!
Okay, coast is clear. You're up, Rocket.
Make it fast.
Of course! There ain't a lock this side of Xandar I can't find.
I am adding to your debt for every extra minute this takes.
Keep your manis on. You can't rush these.
All Hellraisers to the main vault!
Or I could try rushing and hope for the best.
Guys, huddle up!
Why'd you call us in, Peter? I, for one, am doing great out there.
As am I, Assassin. So perhaps he wants you out of my way.
Or maybe he wants you to sit back and watch so you can learn from a pro.
Dudes, relax. We need to have each other's backs out there. No one's winning this on their own. Precisely. But if we stay united and centered, there will be no turning back. Who's with me? Die, thieves!
Bring it on!
Close enough. Move your asses while you still got him!
You suck it in there, Groot! Back door!
See? Nothing.
Gamora, no killing teammates!
Says who?
It's literally in your contract! I made no such commitment.
He's a liability, Peter.
Ha! Coming from the most wanted woman in the galaxy.
Most deadly.
Same thing. How about a thank you, Rocket?
For nearly getting us killed?
For getting us into The crappiest vault in the greater Magellanic Cloud? You said there'd be treasure!
A Gilaren skull is priceless.
Worthless is not the same.
Guys! We need a plan!
Agreed! My arms are growing moderately fatigued.
Dig deep, Drax. Gamora, cover him. Rock and I will try to find something of value. Groot! Don't break anything!
Gotta be more than just junk in this skag heap.
Well, this is not nothing, but nowhere near what we owe.
Units are like fur mites. If she keeps any in here, there's gotta be more.
Hanging in there, Drax?
I am clearly squeezing, not hanging.
Right. Well, keep at it.
That is my intention.
Skag heap. Pretty ain't priceless. They're just lights, and they look heavy as sky.
Well, this is not nothing, but what we owe. What we're getting.
That's what I'm talking about. Not such a bad plan after all.
All right, this'll cover our fine at least.
Why stop there? After all she put us through, I say we clean her out.
What she put us through?
Enough!
Peter Quill. It's grown quiet.
Quiet like peace and quiet, or like the grave sort of quiet?
Definitely the grave one.
Drax, please tell me you didn't just lock us in.
I did not do anything.
I'm almost impressed. The woodland creature has more bite than I originally perceived. Enjoy the contents of my vault, Guardians. They will be the last thing you ever see. Shame to waste my Clintarian gas on such unworthy invader. Do try not to melt all over my Kalaran skull.
We need to find a way out. Now.
It is both priceless and hard to clean.
Deep breath, people!
Anyone else feel burning? Like all over?
Clintarian gas breaks down organic material, leaving just a pile of sludge-covered bones.
So let's bust our way out of here while we still have the organs to do it.
We've got to jam those vents, or the gas will keep pouring in.
Freeze the lethal gas vents, Peter Quill!
Use them peepers, Quill. I don't want to end up a stain on this broad's wall. Use your Clark and visor.
Hey, I found some more units.
Are you seriously looking for money right now?
Don't mind if I do.
Do what?
Crap. They ain't staying frozen, Quill. We gotta get out of here.
There's a way out behind this wall.
Allow me!
You're not getting through this with your bare hands. We need something heavy.
Groot's right. One of them lights has gotta be plenty heavy.
Gamora, think you can cut loose one of those lights?
Heads up!
Now that was priceless.
Gamora will figure it out.
Nope.
Drax, hurl it right through that wall.
With all my might!
That'll do her. Let's move, people.
I hope you know what you're doing!
That makes two of us. Is everyone okay? Gamora, Drax,
I'll live.
My epithelial layer is intact.
Rocket, Groot, where are you? Does anyone see a way out?
I see a bright light.
Well, don't go towards it.
Guardians of the Galaxy, how many times do I have to kill you?
Stall her, Peter.
The audacity that me.
For the record, we weren't all on board with the plan.
Thanks, Quill. Why not sell the clothes right off my back?
Do you know what I did to the last people who thought I was easy prey?
You let him go?
I got nothing. We're trapped.
Lady Hellbender, let us settle this honorably. I will face you in combat.
Honorably? Your offer is worthless, Destroyer. There is no escaping my wrath!
I can work with that.
Dweller, feast upon them!
Okay, that's a true monster.
Well, let's make it truly dead. We're gonna get flattened if we don't deal with those arms!
She sure knows how to hold the front!
No going back now!
Now, attack!
This thing could swallow us in one bite!
You are a meal unworthy of my dweller.
This thing could do with a few less arms! Just keep hitting it!
I'm willing to negotiate! The sound of your voice appears to enrage her.
Curse you!
What does she feed this thing? No doubt the flesh of its enemies.
To the bone!
Bring us down! Yeah!
Good job, buddy! Let's give him hell!
Pay for that!
Do not cower behind your friend, Lady Thunder.
You will not!
Lay on the hurt! Feel my
I'll
wrath!
enjoy this!
No! Not again! Enough toying with them! End this!
All right, crowd control!
Don't forget about the big one!
Don't have to tell me twice!
Destroy their minds! Now, overwhelm them! Go get them!
What is next, Peter Quill? The beast falters! Let us take the advantage!
What's next, Peter?
Rocket! Clap him up, bud! Rip him a new one! Come on, you overgrown octopus!
Just give me an opening!
I commend your effort, Lady Hellbender! How about our effort?
Curse you!
The beast must feed upon these gelatinous creatures!
As long as it ain't feeding on us!
Drax, destroy deadliest
Face
woman
me!
incoming!
Time's up!
Like we don't have enough problems already!
What's a few more?
My dweller! What have they done to you?
Unleash me onto these fools!
Now, overwhelm them! I'm ready! Just find me an opening!
I have crushed the Gelfie's inner core! Take heed of the explosive, Peter Quill!
Been too long since I blew something up!
Who put razor blades in the candy? I am not sure, but I am sure that you have crushed it!
How many lives has this thing got? Look, those things run hot!
Your own weapon shall be your downfall! Let's end this thing! You think these jiggle cubes go to jiggly heaven?
Beats me! It's dead now, though!
Get off me!
Tear out their inside! Oh, yeah!
Enough with the deli! Break its bones!
I'm good! Get back to it!
That's why I'm here! Stop! Guys! We did it!
They live! Bring me Nasha!
Everybody grab a bike!
We still need to get out of here and fast.
Everybody strap in!
Now that was a ride.
This is no time to celebrate. We have made an awful mistake.
And an awful amount of cash.
There is no escaping Lady Hellbender's wrath.
We'll see about that.
What the? Guys, hold on!
Your bones are mine, Guardians of the Galaxy.
It will hunt us to the end of the universe.
We got off that mudball with the money, didn't we?
Money that you forced us into stealing.
Yeah, well, what about that smash and grab on Satopia? I didn't hear you complaining then.
Lady Hellbender is not a bank.
Yeah, that's right. Because if she was, we'd have way more loot.
Whoa, 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 whoa. One problem at a time.
Lady Hellbender will seek her revenge. Mark my words.
Then she'll have to get in line. First, I gotta call Corel.
The sooner we get this fine paid, the better.
Yeah, so we can go back to focusing on being broke.
That's weird.
Is money all that you think of, Rodent?
No, I also think about bombs.
And booze.
Bombs made out of booze.
Nikki,
Is it true? Really?
there's something wrong with the connection.
Did you twist the thingy?
Yeah, no dice. Nikki, is your mom around? I really need to talk to her.
She's with me. Inside me. After you left, we went into the quarantine zone. I see blood and dark fog.
Did you try narrowing the band?
First thing I tried, it's gotta be something else. I'm losing you, Nick. Can you put your mom
I
on?
knew you were mad. Tonight. I knew the Raker said it was a miracle.
I think something has happened to the girl.
Yeah, it's called She's Nova Corps.
Can you fix it?
Yeah, keep your star pants on. I'll go check the array.
Bring her back. Give me the med. I just have to.
Rocket! Look at what it did! It chewed everything! The stuff!
I thought Carl confiscated everything.
Clearly not.
What about your tech, Rocket?
Oh, the gold domes took that all right. But not the stupid llama! And now the fork in the race forked because of it.
I promise we'll get it fixed soon.
Yeah, just like you promised to get your girlfriend to go easy on us? Yeah, okay.
Hey, that's not fair.
You know what isn't fair, Quill? Being the only one who actually seems to give a scut about the Milano. Look, guys, we need the dock to fix the array. Luckily, I know a guy on Nowhere's got the parts we need. And he can get rid of that Novatrack cheap.
We cannot abandon the child. The behavior was erratic.
The llama thingy chewed the wires, Drax. It was probably just a bad connection. And if we remove the tracker, Corel will make sure the entire Nova Corps fleet is on alert for us.
Gamora's right, we made a promise. I made a promise. See if you can pinpoint where Corel is. We pay the fine.
Quill, are you freaking kidding me?
That way, we don't have to keep looking over our shoulders for Nova on the next job.
There is the next job.
Sounds like Groot's got that toothy bastard under control. Better not come back here and try to finish chewing through my ship! Or else. Get out of my tail, Quill. I'm busy.
Are those Shatari handcuffs?
What? Oh, yeah.
Strange thing to collect. And I collect some pretty weird stuff.
Oh, it's not like that. I found him in the quarantine zone and I just kept him.
Why?
Don't know. As a reminder of who I used to be, how I got here, it's stupid.
Not necessarily. You want to talk about it?
Ever been to Shatari Prime?
More times than I care to admit.
Then you know what it's like. How they're like. Scritching, scratching, hissing. Reptilian stuff of nightmares.
Oh yeah, hard to forget.
I've seen some pretty messed up movies, but nothing came close to what it was like living on Shatari Prime. I was just a kid. I didn't even know aliens were real until they showed up in my backyard. And now?
And now you're surrounded by aliens.
There aren't a lot of humans out here. Sure, there's a few of us kicking around.
Richard Ryder.
Right, that guy. Might as well be an alien. Point is, I'm pretty much alone. All because the Shatari saw me as a valuable asset.
Not just the Shatari. Thanos.
Of course, your dad was pulling the strings. I think I'd almost rather Thanos over those lizards.
I can promise you that Thanos would not have been the better option.
Maybe. I mean, do you know what the Shatari do to their prisoners? The unvaluable ones? They throw them into an arena and make them fight monsters. They take bets, sabotage favorite prisoners by breaking a leg or an arm. All for their messed up insect entertainment.
You survived, Peter. Men stronger than Drax have been slaughtered in those arenas. You lived.
Yeah, I survived all right. As a bargaining chip.
Would you have preferred death?
I don't know. Back then, maybe. Now, not so much.
Then be glad you made it out at all. Helen knows I'm glad you did.
I don't know if you know this, but my dad is kind of the king of Spartax.
I know.
You do? I mean, you do. Of course you do. You're you.
Yeah. And it's not exactly a secret. It's what I would have done. Kidnap the progeny of a powerful leader to control them.
I mean, Hela knows how long they kept you. Except that it was for the express purpose of keeping the Spartoi Empire from joining the Resistance.
4 years.
What?
4 years. That's how long they had me. 4 Earth years. And a few days.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. For a long time, I thought my dad would come get me. Raise an army, send in spies to break me out, something. But he didn't. Guess it wasn't politically advantageous.
Fathers suck sometimes. Trust me.
At least your dad wanted you. Even after the war, Mai wouldn't see me.
Want is a nice way of saying kidnapped. Make no mistake, Peter. You're not the only one who was stolen from their home. And 2, you went to Spartax?
Even had a speech worked out and everything. Hey, Dad, it's me. Your son you left to rot in a Shatari prison? It was that or punch him. I was undecided. Still am. Getting into the White House would have been easier.
White House?
Basically, my dad loves bureaucratic bullcrap. I thought being his only son would be enough to get me an audience. Turns out I needed an appointment.
The Spartoi Empire was in political shambles after the Galactic War.
He was too busy to see his kid? Yeah, I got the message loud and clear. I lost everything I ever loved because of him, and he wouldn't even look me in the eye.
I'm so sorry, Peter.
Don't be, I just really want to punch him. Anyway, it doesn't matter now.
Yeah, I guess.
Can I help you?
Hey, Gamora! I was just admiring this super cool assassin ring I got from my favorite super cool assassin. As a token of my,
Token of what?
Of my everlasting commitment to not being murdered by you.
It's gonna take more than a ring. It is really nice, though. How'd you know what kind of ring it is?
Oh, let's just say you're not the first assassin to cross my path. Though I guess I should be glad no one ever sent the deadliest woman in the galaxy after me.
You know, that name is actually a misnomer. Everyone thinks I got it doing Thanos' dirty work. Before, I betrayed him. In truth, I got it after I joined the Resistance, on a mission where nobody died.
What did cause you to betray Thanos? I mean, he adopted you when you were like...
5. He basically raised us, taught us everything we know.
So what finally did it? What snapped you out of it?
I found the Resistance.
What?
Thanos was obsessed. He had me and Nebula combing the galaxy for their location for cycles. Each of us determined to be the first to find them and report back. So when I found them first, I was so excited to tell him. I got home, and I found him talking to an empty room. To someone called Lady Death.
That's not ominous.
I truly thought he loved us. In his own twisted way. But Thanos didn't want to restore balance to the galaxy. He was just in love with death, literally in love. And he would kill all of us, including me, including Nebula, to prove it.
But you couldn't let him.
No. So instead of telling him where to...
You have to tell me about this Resistance mission, especially if no one died.
I don't think it's a story you're gonna like.
Why not?
Because it doesn't make Karel look very good.
Okay.
The thing you have to understand is that it was the end of the war. The Resistance was losing. Bad. The Chitauri knew it, Thanos knew it, we all knew it. But then, Thanos died. At first, people thought it was a false report. Misinformation spread to lure the Resistance out into the open. But when it became clear that it might be true, Ko-Rel saw an opportunity. An all-or-nothing mission that could win the war once and for all.
The final attack on Chitauri Prime. You're talking about the Resistance stealth mission that kidnapped their infant queen.
Except kidnapping the Queen wasn't part of Ko-Rel's original plan. The only reason she had me tag along was so that I would kill the Queen.
What? There's no way.
Is it so hard to believe? She was grieving. You know that. The Chitauri had killed her husband, her little boy. She wanted revenge, and I was her chance to finally get it.
Brel would never put out a hit on a baby. She would never kill a kid.
Believe what you want. But she's not who she was back then. None of us are. Something changed. Maybe it was having Nikki. Either way, I refused and we won the war without killing anyone else. And for reasons I don't fully understand, I became known as the deadliest woman in the galaxy afterward.
I, kind of don't know what to say.
There's nothing to say. After the Galactic War ended, I moved on. And now I'm here, doing all this fun stuff with you guys.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. But seriously, thank you for sharing that with me.
Sure.
Tell me, Rodent, would you have harmed the llama creature if the tree had not removed it?
You think? That thing's got it coming.
I would prefer if you refrained. I would prefer not to have to remove your arm.
What the? Why do you care about that llama now?
We have removed it from its natural habitat. We must not—
Make it fast, Quill. I still got that array to repair.
Let's do this quick then.
What'll it be this time? Confetti jet boots? And it's done! Ta-da! Ah! Got a crick in my back because of that. There. Happy now? We done?
Can we talk for a second? Are we okay?
Oh, tip-top, Captain.
So that's a no.
Why do you care? I'm just here to fix things, right? Who cares what I think?
Rocket, please. Just because I don't always take your advice doesn't mean I don't listen to you. We're a team. Everybody's got an opinion.
So, you'd rather listen to Gamora?
Gamora? Gamora knows her stuff, man. She's the navigator. She navigates the stars and planets and, comets.
She navigates comets.
Sometimes. And Groot is our, special vegetation specialist. His opinion's valid, too.
And Drax? What makes him so great?
He's, tactics. The man is such a tactician.
And then there's me, the guy who gets mad and starts shooting up the place instead of following the plan.
Come on. You're a valued member of this team. We started this together. Now we need to make something profitable of it. Something lasting. We could go to nowhere like you suggested. But if we don't pay that fine, Nova Corps will come for us. How do we make money then?
Maybe paying our fine makes some sense.
Exactly. So let's just get it over with and move on, right?
We'll see. There. Happy now? We done?
I wonder what the future has in store for us.
More fighting!
Perhaps next time we should get a contract with no fighting involved.
What would you be good for then?
I'm good.
Whoa, nice! You made a cute little pen.
Yeah, it better stay out of my fur.
You didn't mean to chew up the comms, did you?
What's up, Muscles? Pissed about the array, too?
I am pondering our latest mission.
I get you. Finally get a win, but no, gotta give our cash to Novacore.
I do not consider Seknov 9 a successful heroic venture.
It's successful because we got the units, not because...
Gamora, did you find... Are those dolls?
Yes. No. Doesn't matter. The Halosobe's in the Teo system. Coordinates are in your console.
Okay, Corel, get ready to be impressed.
So you surprised me. Once. Don't get used to it.
Looks like your girlfriend held up her end of the bargain, Quill.
No, for sure it's her.
Checking. Same designation as before. It's definitely Halosobe.
Doing to my ship?
Relax, standard Novacore procedure. My ship's fine.
Which part?
Ask Quill. He's the one who keeps crashing.
All right, let's pay that fine.
Part of me hopes they'll at least try to arrest us once we pay that fine.
Why?
Never escaped from a station before.
I thought Peter's deal covered our warrants. Or at least I hope it does.
Yeah, you got a file too, Green Gal.
Assassination isn't a legal line of business, last I checked. Of course. They'd have to prove I did it.
Okay, here we go.
If they so much as scratched her paints, we get Novacore to reduce our fine.
Good luck with that.
It's gross negligee.
Negligence.
That's what I said.
Where is everybody?
Most Nova stations are heavily automated, all synchronized by the World Mind.
M ship. Designation Milano. Move to holding space R734PL. Present validated ticket to kiosk prior to departure.
Relax, Rocket. It's standard procedure.
You keep saying that.
This isn't exactly my first Novacore fine. Yours either.
First time I'm paying one. Flarkin knew I should have stayed on board.
You know, it does seem kind of extra empty around here.
They better not touch her. How should I know? Ask the former Nova cop.
Ask me what? And I wasn't actually part of Novacore.
Groot wants to know how come there's no patrol ships.
Okay, it's not supposed to be this empty.
Is it a holiday?
Space cops don't take holidays.
Hello? We're here to pay a fine. Looking for Centurion Corell?
Door's locked.
Well, we tried. Come on, let's go.
We're not leaving. We'll go to them if we have to. Look, the door controls are on the other side if we can get you there.
So what, now I'm supposed to hack Nova Corps security?
I mean, if you don't think you can...
Cheap shot, Quill.
We are discussing breaking into a Nova Corps facility.
It ain't breaking in if no one's here.
That is precisely when one would break in.
All right, there's an air duct in here. Could be a way in, Rocket. Think you can squeeze through this vent?
You can get it open. I ain't that flexible.
Your help, Drax.
I am not the one. Perhaps this is a test. Perhaps we simply need to wait our turn.
Highly doubted.
Gamora, you do it.
No way.
Yeah, Nova's tech ain't that fancy. Don't expect me to hijack the World Mind or anything, but I can handle some low-level security.
I don't like this. We really do need to get that door open.
Hey, I can crack it, but the panel's over there and we're stuck here.
Have you checked the other rooms, Peter? Hey, Drax, get me a power star, would you?
There, one open air duct.
Now we have damaged Nova Corps property.
Just a little. All right, Rocket, see if this vent leads into that other room. And be careful.
You know, I still don't love this whole pay or fine plan, but I gotta say, messing with some Nova Corps tech ain't a bad consolation prize. Huh. There's something screwy with the power grid. It's like they're on backup only. I'm syncing the schematic to your visor.
Whoa. You could do this the whole time?
Follow the circuits and let me know which junctions to switch. We'll have to pick and choose where we reroute power. Blocking right.
I do not care to think of how many monsters we will need to sell to pay off this fine.
We're in plain view of security and no one's come running. I'd guess they're not watching.
Remind me to steal a pen or something.
What's going on out there?
This thing's got false positives all over the place. I'll have to do a relay.
Oops. Anyone want a soda?
Nah, I already checked for you. No Baltian spring water. Watch and learn. We'll find out.
Hey, that sort of worked.
The black toilet is connected to...
The floor, Peter!
Sorry. Presto!
Watto?
You know, ta-da!
That is no more clear. It was conspicuously silent.
Good point. Hey, Nova! We want to pay our fine and get your Kraken tracker off my ship!
Hello? Anybody?
Come take our money, you gold dome pencil pushers!
I objected to our unlawful entry.
This isn't helping!
Huh. Seems like everything was normal when Hallows Hope showed up.
Maybe that's where they are.
Yeah, collectively kissing your ex's butt.
That would form an extremely long queue.
Oh, there. You hear that? So we're just gonna ignore all that racket?
We don't need to get dragged into someone else's problems right now.
At least we agree on that. If it ain't got nothing to do with getting my ship back, I don't care.
My ship. Now this place brings back memories.
You once served with the Nova Corps, Peter Quill.
What? No! But I had to stand in a lineup once, maybe twice. Anyway, good to be on this side of the glass.
1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. 1, 1, 1, 1. Nope. Screw it. I ain't making any progress here.
I'm getting a real haunted mansion vibe from this place.
Elevator's out.
But the shaft above looks open. We can use it to climb up there.
You expect us to walk on that thing?
It'll hold more than the 5 of us.
It ain't spooky.
That big haunted house under Vonnie was spooky.
It has nothing to do with the other. We are here only to pay our fine.
What are you doing?
I'm announcing our lawful intentions.
This door's locked.
Someone out there! We have been talking extensively.
Oh, poor little guy.
It is a thing. Your sympathies are redundant.
Hey there.
You aren't Nova. Whoever y'all are, come here a minute.
I formally declare my objection to trespassing in Nova Corps facility.
Hey, jumpsuit. You gotta get me out of here. I don't belong in the cage. Come on, you're Terran, right? Me too. We gotta look out for each other.
What are you in for?
What? Nothing. Case of mistaken identity. They mistook me for someone who gave a crap. Oh, come on. No one should have to starve in a cage. I know these cells open. There's gotta be a switch or something.
You really didn't think that place?
Whoa, hey, what did you do? Hey, where am I going? What's happening?
How have we not run into a single Nova Corps?
In my experience, meetings involved an inordinate amount of people is longer.
Hey, buddy.
Whoa, hey, what now? I got rice!
The whole station can't be uninhabited.
It is not uninhabited. It is inhabited by robots.
I like it better this way.
Whoa, that guy was serious business.
Well, now he's seriously someone else's business.
Assuming that's the last we see of him.
Please don't fall, please don't fall. Oh, crap! Okay. Ooh, spooky. Hello?
Oh, the look on both your faces. A bunch of babies. Oh, you were too.
Are these?
Centurion armor!
Yup. Feel free to try one on, Quill.
A true warrior requires no armor.
You wouldn't fit in one anyway.
For real? Can I try one?
If you want to get fried to a puddle of goo, each one is gene-coded by the World Mind.
Are you saying the World Mind has the genetic code of every Nova Centurion?
Yup. Word is, the bugs tried to use that. Ah, no wonder the door's all closed now.
All right, let's hope that holds.
This room is austerely presented. Must be a great honor to become a Centurion.
To say the least. Each Nova Prime is selected from among the Centurions.
We have a similar custom among the Taffin Orange.
How come this one gets its own room?
Looks like a workshop. You know, I hear they anodize these some kind of Zendarian smart metal.
Metal cannot be smart.
Smarter than some.
What do you think one of these suits would go for on the black market?
Don't even think about it.
I'm not gonna. I'm just asking. More nothing.
There's gotta be an explanation.
The household is a capital ship. Maybe they're all there for some reason.
Or maybe this whole place is contaminated with Formirian pox.
I am experiencing a mild itching sensation.
Yeah, and I got a real pain in my ass.
Rocket, do your magic.
No.
What?
I said no. When are you gonna come to your senses, Quill?
I am Groot.
And then what? He's gonna drag us halfway through the station if we let him.
Groot, would you talk to him?
I am Groot.
No.
Gamora, help me out here.
I don't know. He's got a point, Peter. How far do we go before we just call it?
When we find someone. We can't all be gone. Okay. We try one more room, and if we still haven't found anything, we leave. Deal?
Fine. One more room. Not two. One.
Door's flarked. We ain't going back that way.
I thought the Nova Corps had more ships.
I heard they got staffing issues.
From who?
People. In places with other people.
Peter Quill. I found this.
Sector 1, check in. Sector 1, sweep complete. 75% acceptance rate. It is as she promised. Have faith. The promise will be made real. Proceed to Sector 7. With faith.
Well, the good news is we're not alone. There's lots of chatter.
Tell them I want my ship back.
My ship.
I sense there's a but.
But it sounds like they're searching for something or someone.
Could explain why no one's around.
Who gives a flark? Tell them to get their golden butts up here.
The promise will be made real. Proceed to Sector 7. With faith. Sector 3, check in.
Hey there. Is this thing on? We're looking for Centurion Carell.
Who is we?
We're the Guardians of the Galaxy. We were supposed to meet Centurion Carell to pay a fine.
Hello, Guardians of the Galaxy. I would be more than happy to assist you today. Where are you now?
We're in some sort of monitoring station.
Understood. Stay where you are. We will come to you.
Well, what did they say?
They're coming to us.
Huh. It's about flarking time.
Where's Centurion Carell?
Have faith. She is not with us at this time.
Have faith. Really?
Anyone else seeing a purple glow around these guys?
I do not trust them. If there's an alternative plan, now may be the time to execute it.
I am Groot.
Come. All will be made clear.
What do you mean there's no Centurion Carell? Her ship's literally docked outside.
I understand your confusion. We will set your tumultuous souls at ease. Come, guardians of the galaxy. We will take you to the Hallis Hope. Then you too can have faith.
We should return to the ship.
Yep.
All right, we shoot our way out.
Purge the non-believers! Oh, someone's getting purged!
Come on! We can work this out!
I think we're a little past that!
Pull up your dogs! I do not see any dogs! Don't call me Star-Lord for nothing! This will not reflect well on our find.
I don't think that matters now.
With that door, Flark, we gotta go out the way they came in.
Let's just find Corral. I'm sure she'll know what's going on.
Yeah, if she don't try and kill us like the last lot.
No way. Not Corral.
Looks like a
It
standoff.
was a standoff.
Not good.
Flark, Nova killing Nova.
Which side won?
There's your answer.
Oh man, this is bad.
I will not stand here and wait to die.
None of us got a whole lot of choice. Flark and Meathead, nice knowing ya. Peter, has everyone gone nuts? Bend your knees when you land. Not much we can do about it now. Hear me!
That's one more dude with warriors! Were you the only one courageous enough to follow, Peter Quill? More like crazy enough, but I'll take courageous!
Peter! Right behind you!
Cavalry has arrived!
You both ain't dead.
Let us finish what we have started!
You said it, buddy.
Getting down on tracks, did ya?
Beware the walking pile of mud.
Big guy, 12 o'clock! Current time is irrelevant.
There, kill, now!
Ah, that is much more informative.
Those who resist must be burned!
Carve him a new one! Rocket! No!
Why didn't we find them here?
I heard on their calls they were doing some sort of sweep. That Brody Mind guy's really starting to take me off! Let's see those branches! This is not how I saw our mystery concluding!
Let's just hope we're on the right side of this!
I don't know, guys! Punch mutiny!
Past time for a stab!
My great strength was underutilized!
This could mean civil war on Xandar!
What's next, Peter? Stay down! Nice of you two not to die!
The trick is to defeat them before they defeat you! Round them up! Blow them up! Crack! Sack them! I will end you!
Don't think they're just gonna let now we can...
Guys, huddle up!
We're killing it out there, Quill!
Any rays rain down from on high?
Ones they make when they realize Groot's got him tied up in a bow.
I never thought I'd say this, but fighting with you guys is fun.
Mark darts on the field. Danger on all sides. These guys ain't gonna end us or see us nullified.
Never said they would.
Are we heroes to be laughed at? No! I'll laugh at them instead. That was inappropriate for this battle. Where is big one and mine? Now make me shake him!
Stay clear!
Hey, would you guys stop and get in our way?
They don't seem like normal cores to me.
They are not normal. They are traitors. I will enjoy this. I just wanted to see Centurion Corral.
Maybe that's who they were looking for.
You sully the name of noble blood.
Imagine what the world might think.
Hey, Quill! Wanna see some fireworks?
The big one is so large, prepare yourself.
Shocking!
Start the ceiling to mine. Enough already.
So, let's take this.
Heads up!
Hey, good luck with those mines now.
I require your help here, Bill.
Might want to check on that meter.
Try some time, Bill. I will not be bested so easily.
Barely a flesh wound. You'll be fine. Walk the line! This still doesn't explain why the station was empty.
Perhaps they were fighting them. My guy's really starting to tick me off. I agree. The electric-wielding corpsman must perish next. I do not think our fine will be paid today.
You don't say.
Guys, Corell's ship is right there. We just need to...
What? What do we need to do, Quill? A whole bunch of whacked out space cops just tried to vaporize us, and you want to go looking for a rematch? Because your girlfriend might be in trouble?
That's not what I'm doing, and she's not my girlfriend.
Could have fooled me.
Rocket! The only thing that this is about is getting our ship back. We find Corell, none of this is our problem anymore.
You're right. It won't be our problem anymore. Because we didn't sign up to be run around halfway across the galaxy by a cop-loving human.
Come on! Seriously, Corell?
Join the Guardian, she said. It'll be good for your mental health, she said.
All right. Listen to Flarkup. Groot and I are getting off this Dast Rock. Anyone who'd like a ride can follow us. Everyone else can go to hell.
I prefer the rodents plan.
So we tried.
Secure the station. All must accept or be purged.
Buckor's duty to protect life, not to destroy it.
Tell that to the corpses in the repair bay.
Rocket, come on!
You come on! I told you we should have left.
And we are! I'm on board. Let's find the Milano and...
Intruders reported in the repair bay.
And try not to die in the process.
First sensible thing you said all cycle.
Is there any way for us to track where the Hope went?
Why the skunk would we want to do that?
There could be survivors aboard. Or more of those... whatever their deal is.
I plan on putting as much distance as possible between us, this place, and that Flarkin ship.
Intruders in C junction.
Hey! You guys know you're glowing, right? Perhaps they have developed bioluminescence! Throw that, Drax! Justice is sweet! Those corpses ain't really my thing! You must leverage your claws, rodent! Stay away, Drax! The purple glow does not make their skulls harder!
Any idea where we're going, Rocket?
Oh, don't you start.
I'm just asking!
Down an elevator. We're gonna need to go up one to get back to the hand.
Little crowded in here! This hardly qualifies as a crowd, Peter Quill!
So much for our deserted station!
So much for paying our fine and leaving.
Change your clothes, Rocket! I preferred our last encounter
Let's not wait around.
Jeez, this is not where I thought this day was going. Hey, you said we needed to go up, right?
More up than this.
We're not squabbling, we're just disagreeing loudly.
Never thought I'd be fighting Nova Corps again.
They are no longer Nova Corps.
Yeah, this don't count.
But who or what are they? What's with that glowing?
For once, let's keep our noses out of it.
All must see.
Hey, we can get through here. You'll fit. Just suck it in.
Sweep Sector 7. The intruders must be found.
I knew this was a bad idea.
Maybe Corell took her ship back to Xandar to report. Look! What the hell have we wandered into?
Check out that big guy. Don't look like no Nova to me. He was a sorcerer. Behold the magic flowing to the altar.
There's no such thing as magic, right?
Come on, let's get moving before these whack drops spot us.
It's like we stumbled on some creepy cult.
I told you, it ain't our problem.
It will be if they've taken over Nova Corps.
No Nova, no fine. No problem.
We should probably tell someone.
Yeah, tell it to your diary. Come on, down here.
How do you know?
I don't. I'm just putting distance between us and those whack jobs.
This door's locked.
I said down here. Good of you to join us.
What's the harm in checking?
What's the harm? Oh, let's just pay our fine. Let's just look around. Let's just stumble onto a Flarkin cult mutiny. Who says I can't? This is his
So, you think?
Yeah, I'll deal with the door. Someone's gotta get us out. Whoa! Urge the faithless, Larkin Scott! Can nothing go easy?
Keep an eye out!
It seemed pretty caught up in that whole magic show! Watch it, Drax!
We should have trusted the rodent's instincts!
See? He gets it!
We better hope they haven't found the
Well, don't tell them about it!
Let's see how they like it!
Beware! This position is strategically compromised!
Then let's even the odds!
Slash it, Gamora! Rocket! Go pulverize! Nothing short, brute! This hardly seems fair!
I don't think they're worried about what's fair!
I swear!
Gladly!
Finally! Sick of those dashed mines!
Bet you've never felt so alive, though!
Slice and dice!
Remove the shield!
Yup! Snuff him out, the rest is cake!
Wipe him out, Rocket! Talk about death from above! Very good, Peter Quill! Those above will die! Even she's got her limits! How many times did I say leave the way?
Little late for that!
Go down!
Dodge this!
There's only room for one bomb badass here!
Red line check on that, Peter! Target's wide open!
Watch my Flarkin back while I deal with this door.
You sure you can get it open?
You gonna second guess me every step of the way?
I'm not!
There, let's go.
I wasn't second guessing, I'm
These
just
doors have been barricaded. Means someone at least tried to resist.
Bad lot of good it did 'em.
We don't know that. There could still be others on the station. Or maybe those were the survivors who fled on the Hallows Hope.
Were we in the same elevator?
Is that?
Just pretend we didn't see that.
Oh, let's Flarkin go already!
Alright, Hanger, here we come.
What the Flark was that docking number?
R73-4 PL.
Are you serious?
Always.
You're my new favorite person, Muscles.
No, not really.
There she is. Come to Papa. 4 PL, done. All right, bay is clear, extending catwalks, and... Flark!
What's up?
The clamps won't release. Those whack jobs must have triggered a lockdown.
Can you override it?
Wouldn't be much of a lockdown if I could. I can hold her in position and get the engines warmed up, but you're gonna have to release those clamps manually.
Alright, release the clamps and don't die.
All faithful, converge on the central hangar. None can escape her light.
And preferably do it quick.
26 hours a day. I'm gonna work until I drop, until I finally get my say. No guts, no glory. It's the name of the game, the prize for fame, the story. No guts, no glory.
All right, release the clamps and don't die.
Let us deal with these rebels.
Focus on the clamps, Peter! We'll try to keep them off you!
One down! There's another one!
All right, I'm hooked into the Milano system.
Where's my tunes?
I got your Scotty Terran music.
We've got more incoming! I have to admit, the music makes it better.
Engines are hot. Seat warmers warming.
Oh shit! I got her.
Careful!
You want to do it?
What you gonna do when the leader's all upside down?
Get ready.
Do you think you'll have any
Now!
for another
Move, move, move! No! Don't hold it back!
This is all the game said. Never ever have to ride to try it. No glory. It's the name of the game, the prize for fame, the story. No guts, no glory. If you wanna succeed, you gotta fight.
Amount of time.
Really hope we can have the thing removed on Nowhere, or we'll need a new ship.
I suggest getting one that smells more pleasant.
So those coordinates.
They're in your console.
Got it. Nowhere, here we come. Nowhere. Last spaceport on the edge of the known universe, home to the best black market deals you can find.
And surprisingly good noodles.
You ever wondered what kind of person found it was like, oh look, the severed head of a giant celestial being. Let's drill holes in and live inside.
They wanted the brain tissue. Very rare, very valuable. The marketplace came after, along with noodles.
You're certain this Cosmo is trustworthy, Peter Quill?
Of course. He's chief of security.
And nowhere.
And as such, probably deals with Nova Corps all the time. He's gonna want to know about the rock.
What are they doing back there?
Shenanigans, likely.
See you never, flark bags!
Are Rocket and Groot, did they really leave?
Yes.
It looks like it.
Do we know where they went?
Well, did you end up talking to Rocket after he stormed out of the rec room?
Don't think he was in a talking mood. Fine, whatever. We'll talk to Cosmo and then we'll go out and have a good time.
Cosmo will actually believe us?
Like I said, we go way back. Plus, he's probably already heard about what's happening. All we do is confirm the rumor. Maybe he'll even give us a reward.
Have you had dealings with this Cosmo murderess?
We've circled back to that name, have we?
As a statement of fact, you are by trade an assassin.
And you're a convicted serial killer. Your hands aren't exactly.
Touch them before leaving the ship.
I kind of think it adds to the charm of the place.
I can't wait to see the ring.
You did not answer my earlier question.
I told you to move these
I
containers.
suspect the
We've got
rodent
another
and his
ship
tree
coming.
companion will be drinking somewhere.
What about Rocky and Groot?
What about them? They left. What am I supposed to do? Chase them down and beg them to come back?
You could apologize.
That's your advice?
The apology does not need to be sincere.
Then what's the point?
It demonstrates a willingness to compromise.
Apologize? To him? No way! If anything, he should apologize to me. We agreed to build this team together, and he just decides to run off when things don't... Let's just find Cosmo.
If Rocket doesn't come back, we'll need a contingency plan for getting rid of the Nova Tracker.
Why? We have not yet spent our ill-gotten gains.
We could still pay the fine.
But we'd have to go all the way to New Xandar to do it. What if we get there and it's compromised too? There's gotta be someone shady enough in the market who can help.
Maybe. But Cosmo deals with Nova Corps all the time. Maybe we can pay the fine through him.
How do we keep ending up here for work? I need some downtime.
What is it you are so eager to do?
Drink, gamble, throw myself into the Flarkin Rift, I don't care. Just something fun.
I find vanquishing my foes to be the most enjoyable pastime.
That's good too, but it isn't everything.
Welcome to nowhere. Enjoy yourself.
The system flag.
I took a wrong turn. I didn't mean it.
Leaving already? We're sorry to see you go.
I thought it was a theme park. I was looking for the rides. Heard they were, real thrilling.
I'm gonna need to see right now. The system flag.
Pew, pew! Pew, 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 pew! I took a wrong turn. I didn't mean it.
We should find this Cosmo.
Be right there.
Pew, pew, pew! Alright, let's get our luggage to the hotel so we can drop off our stuff.
The system flag.
Flagged me for what?
Looks like you were caught trying to enter.
How do we find this Cosmo?
We head to his tower on the far side of the market. That's where he keeps an eye on things. Good to see Cosmo again. I guess I kind of missed the old boy.
How exactly do you know him?
Was he also a prisoner of the Chitauri?
Nope, we met right here, back when I was in the Ravagers.
Dishonorable killers and thieves.
The Ravagers actually did some good during the war.
Even the mangiest of mutts will behave. It befits them.
Whatever bad stuff we all did is behind us. We're the good guys now.
Right, heroes for hire. Except no one should hire us.
Maybe Cosmo will have a fetch quest for us or something. We might even come out ahead on this.
These charlatans are incessant. I cannot hear my own thoughts.
I think they're counting on that.
Keep an eye on your things. These coops are a bit hands-on, if you know what I mean.
Did they have fortune tellers on Earth, Peter Quill?
There were people who claimed to be able to see the future, sure.
I've encountered them on several planets. Strange that's one of the things most galactic cultures share.
The soothsayers on Katath were unable to predict its demise.
No one could predict what Thanos would do.
To pay for everything that he has destroyed.
He's gone, Drax. His death helped end the war.
You were his adopted daughter. You believe...
Mantis, what are you...
Do you still have those suicidal urges?
What? No?
Huh. And you thought joining a team would be bad for you. Hi. Sunlord, right? Is it Rockstar?
It's Star-Lord.
Hey, that's right. I forget which version of you I've met. Did you do the thing yet?
What is the thing she is referring to?
No idea.
Hi. I don't know if we've met yet. I'm... No. It's not... Oh. No, he's lying! I mean... Oh. Where the Kotati take root, the broken promise of all will be mended.
Mantis?
Joker? Oh, hey, Gamora! You look less depressed.
Thanks.
Don't worry. It's always weird the first time.
Celestial Madonna!
Hi, guys.
You should not be in this place.
Actually, I'm exactly where I need to be. I think. No. Yes, this is where I need to be. Or needed to be. Am needed, yes. Wait, why are you here?
You cannot keep leaving the sanctuary. It's not safe. There are rumblings in the galaxy.
When aren't there rumblings in the galaxy? Yuck, okay. If you're gonna keep making that face. It was nice seeing you again, Gamora. Star Guy. Green Meanie. Okay, bye.
So, Gamora, you and Mantis seem close.
We've met.
Okay.
You're being evasive, woman.
Wait, woman? That's the nicest thing you've ever called me.
Anyone ever tell you you're an open book?
Hardcover or paperback?
I just meant Mantis mentioned a few things.
Mantis says a lot of things. They don't always make sense. Until they do.
That insect woman was odd. I understand your reluctance to discuss her.
Mantis is strange, but she means well. I think she does, anyway.
Had a reading.
What was his problem? Don't overthink it, Drax. Mantis gets in everyone's head.